Hi! Today we're in my house and you're gonna get to know me a little better. So on my Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me questions. And we're just gonna get right to it, okay? Okay, so I got the first question, guys. So here it is. So it says, there are so many fake profiles of you. How do I know the real one? So simple. So simple. This question is so close to my chest because there's so many fakes of me, and I feel like I don't understand how people get tricked by them. Like, I have an official website, OmgHelayna.com, and if it's not from one of those accounts, you're not talking to me, and you're probably not talking to me because I don't respond to DMs. So yeah, it's that simple. Go to OmgHelayna.com, and if you're not talking to me on one of those sites, you're not talking to me. You're probably talking to some guy in Nigeria. Okay, next question. So this is the question. It says, how did you start traveling and exploring the way that you do? So I've always been pretty adventurous, I would say. I was with a partner with an ex from 16 to 25, and I think that when I was in that relationship, I became very introverted and reclusive, and I lost a lot of my adventurous side just because my partner at the time was not any of that. So I kind of wanted to fit into this gamer girl vibe. You guys will remember, if you know me from my gamer girl days, that's when I was with my ex, and so I lost a lot of that adventure. And then I became really close with one of my good friends. Her name's Emily Cherie. You guys probably know her. And I became very close with her, and she kind of just I don't know, we kind of just started going everywhere together and being buddies, and we would go on vacations and go hiking and stuff together, and through that I figured out that I had a real big connection with it. So I started going by myself, and I figured out that I love road trips, I love being on the road, I love hikes. So then I just kind of started to do that more and more, and then now I'm me. Now all I do is adventure and hike and road trip, and obviously in me rediscovering my adventurous side, it pulled me and my ex away, and that's part of the reason that we are no longer together, among other things. But that's a different story for another day. If you were to travel anywhere, where would you go? And also, what is it really like in California? So if I could travel anywhere, poof, snap my fingers and go, I would definitely go to Bali, because I've been wanting to go there for years. And it looks so beautiful. It's very tropical, and I love that. That's all my vibe. It's just that it's 16 hours away. But I think this year I might go, so I'm really excited. And what's it really like in California? It's amazing. I love California. It's very beautiful. I love that you can pretty much go into any type of environmental biome or whatever. You can be in the snow, you can be in the desert, you can be in the forest, you can be at the ocean, everything except the jungle you can pretty much be in California. I think that's amazing, and we have so many beautiful national parks, and I love that. I visited every single one of the national parks in California, and they're just all very amazing. California is my favorite state by far. It's amazing. So it's just amazing. This one's a little bit deeper. Okay, so it says, what is your advice for people who got their lives ruined by others when they were very young? So I guess that kind of like depends on what you mean by like get their lives ruined. But if it's like not from like a disability standpoint, I would say you kind of can't let people ruin your life. And this is coming from me, and I have like quite a bit of like childhood trauma, not to like trauma dump or anything, but definitely like as a young child I was getting like abused and stuff like that, and I just feel like, I don't know, you can't let yourself become a victim really, because in that mindset you just go down like a really dark hole. You kind of have to like fight your demons. Therapy, get therapy. I've been in therapy for years and it genuinely helps. Like, I know that especially for men, it's really hard to do that and get help and stuff like that. And I'm just like a huge advocate of therapy, even if you feel like you might not need it, because like with doing that, it really helps you realize a lot of things and gives you the proper tools to fight your battles. And some battles are harder than others, definitely. I don't have the worst life in the world or anything like that, but I do have quite a bit of trauma, as like we all do, and I just feel you can't let it ruin you. Then you let them win, then they win. Don't you want to like see them lose? But like, they can only lose if you're happy. They can only lose if you're like, if you shine, even despite whatever they do to you. So you gotta shine. Next question. So this says plastic surgery. I do have plastic surgery. So in 2018, I believe, I got these babies. I got a breast augmentation, and that's it. Everything else is real, but that's what I did, and I'm very happy about it. I think that it gives me a very nice shape, and it definitely helped me with my Instagram and everything like that. So yes, I actually get that question a lot. I think a lot of people think I have like more work done than that, but I do have plastic surgery, but it's only that one thing. Everything else is natural. Next question. Oh. What's the thing that makes you wake up every morning? The thing that keeps you going? I like this question. I can't pinpoint a specific thing that keeps me going other than I like living. Like, I like to be alive. So like, that's really it. What keeps me going, what wakes me up, is that I like being alive. I enjoy life. It's beautiful. I like to wake up and take my dogs out and kiss my boyfriend, and yeah, life is good. I just like to wake up in the morning because life is good and I like to live, and I'm excited for what the day holds. It's nothing like profound or crazy. I just like to live. And it keeps me going because life is beautiful. Next question. I'm not gonna say where I went to school because like, what's the point of that? California and Washington. But how was my childhood experience? Love that. It was okay. I don't think I had the worst childhood ever. Like, if we're talking about school experience, it really wasn't that enjoyable, to be completely honest. Yeah, I was bullied a lot in school, like a lot. Like, so a little backstory. I am adopted, so I was adopted by like a single mom, and she's white, so that's important, I promise. So she didn't really know like what to do with my hair. This is like before YouTube and all that stuff, so she like shaved my hair because I was like, I didn't know what to do with it. She didn't know what to do with it, so she shaved it. So like, I would get made fun of all the time because kids would call me like, oh boy, and all this stuff, and it was like sucked. And then in middle school, I would say like, I think 7th grade, I started straightening my hair. This is like the mixed girl saga. I started straightening my hair and then I got like better attention for that. So I guess, I don't know that. And then like when I was young, I got like abused and stuff. So like through that, I feel like I had mental stuff going on that I didn't know how to deal with. And when I was a teenager, I got into like the wrong crowd. And then I was doing crazy stuff. That's for another time. But overall, I had a pretty decent childhood. Like I never wanted for anything, but I can't say that it was like amazing. Like I can't say I had like the best childhood ever, but it wasn't bad. Like it was way better than a lot of people's. Like I always had like food and like majority of the time there was like love there. My mom tried to be as present as she could be. So overall it was good. I give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, like a 7 out of 10. Next question. What is your relationship like with God? So, love this. To me, how I view God is the universe, is like the earth, the world, just like infinite beings. Like it's not like, to me, and I'm not putting anyone's religion down or anything, like we can all believe what we want to believe. To me, I don't view God as like a white man with like blue eyes and stuff. Like I just don't see that personally. I think God of being like an infinite energy source, almost like an infinite being or beings. And I'm very spiritual, so I would say that it's pretty good. Like I definitely believe there's something out there and I am all for it. I think the universe is amazing. I think what is created here is amazing, and I love the human experience. And I don't know if that answers it quite like good. Like I would say I respect the higher power 100%. I just don't know how to explain that higher power, but there's definitely a higher power. I just don't think that we can quite explain it how it really is. Hi. When you get up in the morning, what's your fave thing to look at first? So my favorite thing to look at first would be my man's. Duh, if he's here or I'm there. Second favorite thing is my puppies. I love them. Maybe that's even the first favorite thing, I don't know. And then next, the sun. Like if the sun's out, I like to go out with my little tea and just like bask in the sun and its warmth. I have this little chair in my sunroom that I like to sit in and feel like the sun on me. So yeah, that. Next question. Favorite video game. This one I like. I used to be a huge gamer. Skyrim is my favorite video game. If there is not an Elder Scrolls, what is it, 6? Like if I don't live to see an Elder Scrolls 6, I'll be so sad. I don't know what Bethesda's doing, get to it, but it's Skyrim. Next question. What is your main source of peace? My main source of peace is one, that all my basic needs are cared for. So that's important. So like I have a house, food, stuff like that. And then the next is that life is just good. Like I can go be in nature. I can live the life that I've always wanted to. So with that, there's peace. And just also over the past like 2 years, I would say 1.5 years, I've really gotten into the habit of like, you really can't change stuff. You can't change stuff. If stuff's not going your way, if a friend is like not acting how you want, if a partner is not acting how you want, you have no control over that at all. You only have control over like yourself and how you act, and in really accepting that, there's a peace in that, because you can really just be like, yeah, like this sucks, but like what can you do? I think there's peace in that. Like, it gives me peace at least. I don't know. Next question. What inspires you to make content? This is a really interesting one. I don't really quite know how to answer because I just like sharing my life. And I've always liked it. Like, I had a MySpace with 10,000 followers and I thought it was so cool. And I had a Tumblr with 10,000 followers, thought I was even cooler. I just like sharing my life, and I've always liked capturing moments and sharing them in whatever aspect. And I just enjoy that. I love the connection. Like, I love giving people that little window into my life, and I like seeing other people's little windows into their life. And I think that that's the really beautiful and cool part about social media, is we can give everyone these like little pictures and images into our life, and I just think that that's really cool. And I think that that's like where my inspiration comes from. Next question. What's your go-to fruit? Apples. I ride or die for apples. Apples are amazing. They can do no wrong. Next to that, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is amazing. It too can do no wrong. Apples, cantaloupe. Okay, next question. So it says, what is something you fall back to or on when you lose sight of a goal to keep you motivated? I think I touched on this in my other Q&A video, but something that I fall back on is that I like to feel good. That's it. That's my only motivation. I like to feel good. If I don't feel good and I feel unmotivated, I'm like laying in my bed and I'm being like lazy, or I'm just lounging around, I'm like, dang, this doesn't feel good. I like to feel good. This is the last question. Boom. How you maintain your figure so well? I, one, eat good, majority of the time. I have little days where I eat bad, but majority of the time I eat good. Two, I strength train 3 times a week and hike at least once a week, and am constantly walking around and staying active. 3, genetics. My mom's tiny. My dad is big. My biological mom and dad. My mom's tiny and my dad's big, but I obviously take after my mom. So that's how. Guys, this was fun, and I hope we can do it again soon. I hope that you liked the answers and you liked learning a little bit more about me, and I'll catch you later. Bye!